It's IPR Studio One. I'm Tony Dehner. It's day 3 of the Hinterland Music Festival. I'm here with the man who got us started in spectacular fashion today, Sam Austins, who's in Iowa for the first time. Welcome to Iowa, Sam.
Dude, thank you so much for having me. Oh my God.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Iowa rocked.
I thought so too, yeah. Now, you're also a Midwesterner. You're from Detroit.
Yes.
And you were the first person all weekend to talk about where they're from. Is this a point of pride for you?
Very much. Yeah, all my music is inspired by Detroit. A lot of my upbringing was in the city, and I feel like such a duty to represent where I'm from, especially, when going to places also like from the Midwest. Like, I got to show love and got to share the love,
We have been playing Hot Like You on Studio One. That's been in rotation for a while now. It is great to hear you perform it live and great to see you perform. You're so energetic and magnetic on stage, and especially near the end of that set when you're down in the crowd for the better part of 2 full songs, and Caleb and Clay are on stage, and it's this kind of a looks like a just complete descent into chaos. And I know it's not, but do you have like some performers that you looked up to that you're trying to emulate or like took inspiration from?
For sure. Michael Jackson, obviously. I grew up on, my family raised me on that. My dad was in the Four Tops, so I grew up watching him play all the time and like watching them tour. Also, Prince was a big inspiration for my music recently, so that's a really important thing for me. And then also DJ set. It's like learning how to DJ and like experiencing that and like listening more electronic and techno inspired a lot of the set. So I try and like have like this hybrid energy of like electronic and indie and punk and funk. And I watched so much. I know I'm like rambling on, but
not at all.
I watched a lot of that Radiohead video of them. They played not a VH1, but it was like some type of like from the basement type of performance that they did, where it was just them jamming out in the room. I try and like encapsulate a lot of those different energies into the set.
Now that you mentioned that, like punk rock and Radiohead, I can totally hear that now in your music. Now that you mentioned that, that's cool.
Dude, hell yeah. I mean, that's like I try. It's a goal.
We also got to hear Seasons today, and this was a song that. Would it be fair to say this kind of put you on the map? You've been making music for 10 years. You know, we don't want to make it sound like you're some sort of overnight success because you're putting in the work and are still doing so. But that song kind of changed everything for you. Did you realize it at the time it was happening?
I did not realize what was happening when I made the song. It was, it was like I made it for a cathartic reason of just like releasing and writing music. And I didn't even know if I would release the song. Honestly, I just had the music sitting. And one day I previewed it on the internet and I saw people take to it really early, almost a year before it blew up. And I was like, oh, well, I guess this is something that I should, take for account. And I kept pushing it and kept promoting it even before it released, like 8 months before it released. Put it out in May of 2024, and it sat quiet, like only streaming like 3,000 plays a day for like months. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do other things to keep it pushing and promoting the song and promoting other music. And then one day, it just started upticking like crazy, like literally a full year after the first time I previewed it to a niche audience. So it was like, I feel like it was a good lesson to keep trying things and know that there's no real timeline to when your moment comes or when a moment comes or when things happen for a song, because you just never know when things can happen, especially now. Yeah.
Like many of the artists playing at Hinterland this weekend, you're here straight from Lollapalooza, and I know it's been a whirlwind. We talked a little bit about that earlier, but how does something like Hinterland compare to Lollapalooza?
Man, Lollapalooza is such a massive campus, right? And where it's like 8 different stages and so many different artists and so many different like places to catch your favorite artist or catch an artist you may never have seen. But in a place like Hinterland, it's one stage, it's one beautiful field, basically with a bunch of people that don't even know each other that are coming together to like discover music and come to hear their favorite artists for the first time ever. So it's really cool to be in a situation where like a lot of these people may have only heard 1 or 2 songs or none of my music, and be here for like maybe a Lana Del Rey, but they're like camping out and they see, oh wait, they might have found their next favorite artist. So I think that's like a really cool thing about this festival that I'm really appreciative of.
Where are you going from here?
Man, right now I'm going back home to write a record.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah, that's all I want to do. I want to write music. I've been touring all year, festivals, shows with Magdalena Bay, which were amazing, and now I'm ready to just sit down and just write. I have been away from my studio for too long.
I can't wait to hear this next record when that comes out. I got to ask you one more question, Sam. You ended your set by saying you will be back to Iowa. When do you think that'll be?
Very soon.
Great.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
All right, Sam Austins, thank you so much.
Tony, thank you so much, baby. Dude.
All right.
Come on now. Bring it.
You can't bring your money! Let's go! Check out the room. Let's go!
My name is Sam Austins, and you're listening to IPR Studio One.